Tenchi boot up then.
Bon voyage, 47. Welcome to the Scepter, Dubai. We have intel that the Syndicate is present in the area. Find the person and, well, you know the drill. Be careful, 47.
I lost sight of suspect. Did anyone see him? Help me, please! Someone help me! Hey, what the hell's happening? Where the hell is he? We gotta find him.
Yeah, just wanted to remind you about the lockdown drill tomorrow. That's right, 900 hours. And the keycards to activate the alarm is still in the safe in the security room. Yeah, same code. 6-9.
Excellent work, 47. You've spread fear within the Syndicate. You should get back to the safe house. I'll contact you later. Good work. If you feel like it, you can now redecorate a bit. I'll be in touch when you reach your destination. Welcome to the Isle of Scale. We have been informed that the Syndicate is currently in operation here. Find the target and eliminate. Don't disappoint, 47. Good luck.
Good morning, everyone. On today's show, we talk about my day one impressions of Starfield from yesterday, as well as how excited I am to keep playing the game today. In addition, let's recap what was arguably my best Street Fighter 6 stream ever, and we've got some very interesting game news regarding A strike in the gaming industry? All this and more on today's Level 1 podcast.
It's time to be here, guys. We're all here to suffer. I don't want to hear any crying in the stream. I don't tolerate that nonsense. You can whine somewhere else. I don't care. It's not my channel, so I mean, because I know you guys tend to be a sensitive group of people, especially Ziggy, most sensitive, and Falcon. Those are the sensitive bros over there. I'm calling Naras. I forgot about that. Maybe your avatar popped up. Maybe not.
Alrighty, everyone. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Let me know if everything's
I hope that you are as excited as I am
really
for the rest of this week.
hear it that well.
What a day yesterday.
You know, I want
what
you guys
a
to hear the
great way
best.
to start the streaming week with all kinds of fun stuff. A new release, an epic Street Fighter stream.
Apparently I'm being
just
called
good
in.
stuff all around. And I am pumped
Hello.
to continue on with this week with all of you.
Look
Today
at
is
this.
Saturday, the 2nd of
Hello.
September, 2023. And I hope that you all are in good spirits.
I don't know
and
if
ready
you're being
to continue
echoed.
on with some epic gaming goodness today.
Oh,
Today,
I know what's the
thankfully,
problem. Give me a
should be
second.
more
Give me a quick second.
fun exploration
lap
and
dancing.
interesting
Wait a minute,
RPG
what the
throwback
fuck?
chill. No Street Fighter today, which is a good thing, I'll be honest. Although
Technical
yesterday's Street Fighter
difficulties, my
stream was
bad.
one of my best ever, which we'll talk about in a moment. I'm not kidding you. I hurt my shoulder pretty bad playing. I got pretty agitated
Put my
because I
output
was
back
really
there.
pushing towards hitting master,
test, say
and I
something.
ended up going almost an extra hour.
Something.
And at the
There
end
we
of the
go.
night, I was in excruciating pain because,
if
as you
you're
know,
gonna,
last week
get
I
this type of
pinched a
thing,
nerve in my
you
neck,
at least shove
and it
some
hasn't
hands
really
in it.
recovered. It was getting
I need
better.
to move you. That's gross.
And then that Street Fighter stream kind of pushed me completely in the
There we
opposite
go.
direction.
We heard it here
So
first.
I'm happy now. I
Here first,
slept
guys.
and I feel a little bit better now, and I'm happy that for the next couple of days, there's no Street Fighter on the schedule. In fact, it's about 2.5 days that I get to relax from that kind of stressful gameplay and instead have some chill
I got
times with
something
all
for
of
you. Give me
you
a second.
here on DSP
I'm not
Gaming.
prepared.
I'm excited
I
for
just
that,
kinda winged
obviously,
it a
and
little bit.
you know, I'm ready for the fun. I hope you guys are too.
This is how life is.
So
You
let's
know?
get started, shall we? So
Disaster stream.
let's talk a little bit about
can't
yesterday,
hear
because
about
yesterday, as I
these,
said, was a
news
pretty
of the
epic
gaming
day
strike or whatever the
of
fuck.
gameplay. You know, first of
Let
all,
me
I was
turn you
coming
up a
back
bit.
from my break.
How's he sound in?
And we had a pretty awesome, you know, podcast with the Phil's Days
how
Off
does,
segment and the
Rice
like.
sound, chat?
But
I thought
the
you
really cool thing about yesterday was that it was the beginning of the
The
fall
chat
game
usually
season.
sucks at helping
I had
people.
a
I'm
new
be
background
1,000%
set up.
honest. Because they'll
A new
let
vibe
you just have a
new
black screen
release
for like 12
goodness
minutes, not say
with
anything.
The release of Starfield and the premiere.
But there's someone
here
out
on
there,
DSP
I'm sure,
Gaming,
that would
3 hours of
want to
you know,
listen to your
intro
voice
of
since
the
it's your
game.
channel.
And
Click that link I sent
basically,
you.
you know, everyone was hyped for different reasons. Some people were really hyped because they love Bethesda games. Some people were hyped because they wanted to see a new
it's
Xbox
Devin.
exclusive.
Devin's playing Starfield.
Some people were hyped because they
Hello,
thought the
Tevin,
game
how's
wasn't
it
going to be
going?
that good. And they
I got
like to
hijacked,
see,
Tevin, so
I guess, things
this isn't
burned
how
down
you
to the
get
ground.
that.
I don't know. Like, everyone was in it kind of for a different reason.
Kind of
For
different
me,
reason.
as you know,
I
I
need to
am a
move you
fan
'cause you're
of
grossly
open world
close to me.
Bethesda
I don't like that.
RPGs. I love the Fallout series. I love the Elder Scrolls
Alright,
series.
look at this.
And this is the
That's
first
why
new
you haven't
IP
moved
that
me
they've
yet.
pumped out in
You
so
like
damn
it.
long
No.
that it's always a cool thing to explore something
There you go.
brand
Explore
new,
something brand new.
especially at release.
No, it's Starfield
So,
today.
For me, it was kind of an
Starfield all
experiment.
weekend.
Let's explore. Let's see exactly what this world entails.
I'm
what's
hoping you
different
like
and
the
what's
avatar
similar
that I'm
to
using
previous
today.
Bethesda games,
I don't
and
approve of
kind of
it.
chalk up my,
Looks just
my
like
initial
you.
thoughts.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And it was a good stream. We had a ton of viewers. We had
Alright,
a lot
this
of
is going
engagement and
in a
support
lawsuit,
for that
so
initial
gotta-
stream.
gotta talk
I was
to
very
my lawyer
pleased,
on this
obviously,
one.
with how
Well,
it went, with the amount of
guess
people
who's
that
your
came
lawyer?
out. I would hope
Congrats.
today
I got
being day
another one.
2, more people will even come because today we'll get past that intro segment and probably get more into the meat of the game.
Get more into
But
the
undoubtedly,
meat of
what
the
happens
game.
is not that. People only care about the first impression.
So,
And I said this so many times over the years. If you have a video game and the initial hours are boring because you decided to have a slow start, you are shooting yourself in the foot. Because
maybe not
today,
for
the
everyone.
vast majority of people who play video games are looking
he's asking
for
for a
something
lot.
good right away to hook them,
Yeah, hook
so they will
them.
want to continue to be entertained by that game.
Yeah, so you
If
got-
you take
so you're able to
20
pause and
hours to get
stuff,
to
right?
something good in your game, you've
I don't think
messed
you're
up.
pausing the
And I think a
lives.
lot of game
You
devs
can
have
pause
lost
when
their
it's
way.
oh, remember you can just unclick
More
the
and more
Wi-Fi
over the last
symbol
several
and
years,
then
we've seen games
you can
like
pause
that,
if you want to.
incredibly slow starts. I mean, remember last year, Dying Light 2? There was literally
We can harass
great.
it. Okay, there
And
we
I hope
go.
that you all, or hour 15,
Alright.
when you get to the city, by then who cares about the game, right? Look at
let me
Zelda
set up
Tears
my
of the Kingdom.
scams real
You got an
quick.
interesting intro, and then immediately you're thrown into an open
go,
world
let me move
where you
that.
don't know which way to go. You don't really know what to do, and if you go the
I
wrong
like
way, you just
Wolfenstein
get slapped
more.
around by
Not so
overpowered
much
enemies.
Doom.
It's frustrating. How about you
Haven't
just
played
tell me
either
what
of
to
them.
do? so I'm not wasting
Yeah,
my
like
first 5 to 10
Wolfenstein,
hours of your
especially the
game
new
going in the
ones,
wrong
where you're
direction.
gonna deal with the
So
KKK.
that's what I mean. These game devs
I
today
thought that was
don't
Mafia 3.
seem
No, well that is
to
that
know
too,
exactly
but,
how to
the
hook
KKKs in Wolfenstein.
a gamer anymore.
Hmm.
I mean, I remember playing a game like BioShock. Do you remember BioShock? Do you remember how within the first 10 fucking minutes
You remember how
are
BioShock
riveted and you
is?
cannot wait to play more of the game and see what's going to unfold?
Wait.
Just because of good writing, good atmosphere. You know, what happened to that in modern video games? I just don't get how they've missed that
lost their
note
way?
of how to hook a player.
Everyone
right? Mass
losing their way,
Effect 1.
apparently.
Dude, so interesting within the first few minutes. You're like, wow, it's freaking Star Trek with a cool action base. This is excellent. What happened to great games?
Bruno,
I
he
just,
doesn't
you
know what
it
he
makes me
wants.
scratch my head.
Man, I don't have my
So,
clip for Bruno, and I can't play it either.
I was
Don't worry,
pretty
Bruno. Next time you show up here, I got a good clip for you.
on the fence about what Starfield was going to be. Let's put it that way. Okay? So, let me tell you. Let me give you my experience with Starfield.
Let me
Okay?
give you my experience with Starfield.
Initially, the story is
You
not
got
that
$100.
interesting. But
Not
within
that
the
much.
first half an hour, it gets a little bit
Yeah,
better.
he's expecting.
Then you get some action, your first gunplay. All right?
goals,
Then you're
so
off to
disappointing for
a
him.
planet to attack a base and
Yeah,
loot
we gotta attack a
and
base.
lockpick and do a lot of these elements that are going to be core gameplay
happened to the
elements
clip,
of the game
alright?
for the very
It's
first
still-
time.
You gotta
Well, she
find
didn't
it.
fall
then
out
you
the
get
chair.
thrown
She didn't fall out the
into
chair.
your
She
first
fell on the
major
ground,
city,
but it's still there.
and you get immersed in the city. So if you want to know the truth, I actually don't think the intro is that bad. I think some people say, "Oh, it's a
Oh,
slow
good,
start, it's
thank
not
you.
good." Personally, I didn't have a problem with it. Like I thought it was all right. For me, this is on par.
This dude's just
with
twirling in
start
the
of,
chair.
say,
Can you
any
sit
Fallout
still,
game.
bro? What are you
Fallout 3,
doing?
Fallout New
No.
Vegas, Fallout 4. It kind of
You
reminds me
swaying around. Let me
of
do
the
the same
start
thing. Just
of a
start
Fallout
randomly
game.
swaying
doing
around
a
in my
lot
So
chair.
to me,
Yeah,
I got
you-
used to this
you
kind of
trying to
start in the game, and
dance.
I didn't mind it at all. I thought
This
it
is what
was
I'm gonna do.
entertaining. I'm actually
Next,
hooked. We're actually in the middle
stream, I'm
of
just gonna
a
start
story
doing this
segment
in
right
the
now
Don't do that.
that's explaining what's going on with this group called
You
Constellation,
can move you a little
who you're
bit
now, it looks like, going to be working
closer,
for,
but
at least
like
for this
not
part of the game.
not too close because you're gross.
You know, exploring the galaxy, looking for artifacts
Not
and
too
things, and
close.
trying to solve some kind of an
know what,
ongoing
you
Oh,
just
where's my
mystery.
chair at?
Look, okay,
no,
no,
no.
It seemed intriguing.
no,
to
no,
me.
that's too
I mean, a
no.
little far fetched.
You're lucky
you
you're
really
here. That's
think
all I'm.
that in real life, that within
I can't even ask for too much, even.
Nah,
you
you
know,
can't
an
ask too much
hour,
even
couple
on your own.
hours
Yeah,
of
you're right.
finding an
You said
artifact
the
in a
exact
mine.
words.
Someone's going to land on your planet looking for it, get chased by space pirates. You fight off the space pirates, and because
I've
of
watched
that,
zero.
they give you their spaceship.
A little bit of
and
his
say,
gameplay.
hey,
Look, don't do
go
that.
meet up
No,
with the people who I
don't
work
twitch
for.
like that.
Wait,
My
what?
spaceship is now yours.
Just
I'll
twisting
stay
his
behind.
neck.
Like what?
Hey,
That'd be like someone
his neck
driving to your
pain.
house
You
and
gotta
just giving you
stretch it
their
out.
car.
I
Here,
wonder
just
if
take my
Cherry
car.
juice
It's
can
yours
help.
now. What the fuck are you talking about?
You know, a great, proven way
What?
to fix your neck pain.
You're out of your mind. Oh, by the way, I have a
Go to
robot
Doc-
companion
go to the
also who's yours
There you
now
go.
too.
Yeah, you said it.
Named Vasco.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's
Nah, that
Vasco,
costs
like
money,
Vasco
though.
da
We can't do
Gama,
that.
the Explorer.
How-
I think that's what
wait,
it's
how
supposed
we
to be.
gonna
It's
do
not Vasco,
JPEGs
it's
if we go
Vasco,
to the
like
masseuse?
Vasco da
You gotta
Gama.
pay them.
So
You got to
You can
heal
find the
fake
dude off-
Hogan.
I just found the
You
intro a
find a dude
little
off of
far-fetched, but at
Craigslist.
the same
Yeah,
time,
yeah, yeah. Find
it was
some dirty dude off of
entertaining.
Craigslist to do it for cheap.
You know, I'm not complaining about the story element at this point. We're way too early in. If
Way
anything,
too early.
the gunplay is very similar to Fallout 4.
I might
only
scam
now
you
that's
on
is
your
fun.
own stream. I'll be right
where
back for a
Fallout
quick second.
4
Oh, look at this
basically had
dude.
a lot of mixed
Immediately.
RPG elements with
You know
VATS
what,
and
I'm just gonna
everything. In this
leave
game,
for-
it's
I'm gonna do
mostly
my own
just
sleep stream now.
first-person shooter gunplay style. I guess there's a cover
dude
system that I didn't even
abandoned
know
it.
about yet.
He
'cause it didn't really
hijacked the
explain
stream
it.
and he just
So I guess I'm gonna
left.
have to learn that because I didn't use that yesterday. You know, right off
It's
the bat,
going
you're
in my
looting like
case.
crazy.
It's
You're
going in
finding
my case
ridiculous
notes.
amounts of items in the environment. You're like, what's useful, what's not? And apparently, based on your build, some items will be useful and some won't. Like some
You
people are saying
sleeping
that
in
the
the
food
trap
items are
right
completely
now?
worthless
I wouldn't
unless
be
you have
surprised.
the
That sounds
gastronomer
so
perk,
much
and then you can
bigger.
use that to build healing items out of all the food
There's
items
no
by
DSP
making like
cum
dishes,
shot
cooking.
violation
It's
out
interesting.
there. Kid Flip, you can
So
work
yeah,
with me.
right off the bat,
Right.
it's you feel at home.
I
If you've
believe in
played
you. You can do it.
Bethesda RPGs before, you're gonna feel at home playing Starfield
You're
because it
at-
feels like
you're
I've
at
played this
home.
already. Only it does
You're
feel a
now
little different.
at
It feels like they've
home.
refined it, and they definitely mixed it up a little bit.
Hope I entertained you guys because this is
So,
not my stream.
Hold on,
Yes, it is.
hold on 1 second. Looks like I got logged out of.
Apparently,
Logged
Action
out.
Man's in the trap
Logged
right
back
now.
in.
It's sad how much he's fallen.
Okay, so
He's humble. He's coming from.
I was gonna show an image of where he was before, but I don't think that's stream
basically,
safe.
After having
Oh, that's
played
fine.
the game for about 3 hours, we ended up inside of a
Can I
really
Photoshop this real quick?
awesome huge city called New Atlantis, which is
Huge
the first
city.
major hub city of the game.
Huge city.
And it seems pretty interesting. There's a lot to do there.
Oh, is it interesting?
You know, everything looks vibrant and interesting. Unlike other hub cities in other Bethesda RPGs, this one seems like almost everything has a story.
Hey Ziggy, you trying to join in?
There were NPCs
Or no?
standing around talking about story elements. We were like, oh,
Only
I
asked
wanna
because
do
you're-
a side quest
he's just
later
sitting
the
in
game.
a
That'd
random
be
channel
neat
by himself, which
if
is kind of
you literally
weird.
just stumbled upon a quest moments
Well, maybe
into
he wants
walking into
to.
this city.
Forgot Ziggy's a
He
weirdo. My
waiting
bad.
You waiting for Whooper.
So yeah, so I was pretty entertained with the game so far.
Pretty
Now here's the
entertained.
thing, a couple realistic criticisms. Okay,
Now, what
number
is it?
one, the
Number
graphics.
Of
They
course.
run at 30 frames per second or below, and I will
They
emphasize
said it
that
was 30
or below.
frames.
There are definitely times when the frame rate chugs, and you're like, now wait a minute, it's
Now, wait a minute.
2023. And a
2020.
modern AAA game developer can't get a game to run at
Well, the
something
pro-
like 30 and or
They said
even
it was
60.
30 frames
I
before
guess
the game
not.
came out.
And this is what's hilarious to me.
I was about
is
to.
that we
I was
still
about to be
have
dramatic real
people
quick.
talking about,
how can
oh,
I
I
do that?
want a more powerful console to push 4K graphics or
You
whatever.
know what? A
And
cool
I'm
thing
like,
you can
4K?
do to get
These games
60
can't even run
frames.
at 30 frames per second
What
at
is that?
1080p yet. And you want
Play
4K
on PC.
across the board
No,
with
PCs are
insanely high
dying.
detail? What are you,
Can't do that.
stupid?
Ah, my bad.
No, demand that we get good performance on every
Oh, he
single game
demands
at
stuff now?
1080p
What
first.
about his fans
Once
demand
we've
better?
jumped that hurdle, once
Yeah,
we've
Riot.
crossed that river, then we tackle
I agree.
higher
I,
resolution and more
100%
detail.
approve of
They
Riot
can't
in
even
that.
do the basic shit yet.
In both chats, you can do it here.
And we
too.
are in 2023.
Do what you want.
This was promised to us at the beginning of the
This was
Xbox One
promised
and
to
PlayStation
us?
4 era. We are almost a decade later.
I didn't know I
and
was
they haven't
promised
done it yet.
something.
Yeah, you were promised. Yeah.
So,
you were promised
that being
too.
said,
That
all
being
right,
said,
Shut up.
Hey.
I
Yeah.
do feel that the graphics are underwhelming. Not the detail. I think that the universe looks fine. The level of detail looks fine. But the fact that it runs at a lower frame rate is
Ryan, just to let you know,
I want it
at
to
one
feel
point, I'm going to
like,
harass your chat for
you know, more
requests.
organic, more real.
Um,
I want it to
Dude,
look like
Yep.
other games
why?
I'm playing.
It's going to be
What?
It does
beneficial
not.
for all of us.
Like almost every single game that I
I
have
don't know about
played
all of us.
in the last year has
I don't
looked
have the
much
full
better than
scale of
Starfield.
the requests
And
set
that's
up, but
disappointing. To have waited this long for this game,
I can make it work.
for it to come out and it doesn't look good. That's very, very underwhelming. And I think
Very,
if anything,
very
that's the one thing that they should
underwhelming.
fix. And likely they will, because how much do you want to bet? Much like with other Bethesda games, when future
you
consoles
should've
come
said
out,
Allah.
they will likely
Oh, yeah,
remaster
better.
this game and release it in full 60 frames, and then it'll be amazing. But for now, we're stuck in a
We're stuck,
25
by
to
the
30
way.
frame per second era, which is really stupid. Okay?
I'm trying.
The other criticism I have of the
they're
game
gonna
so
fix
far,
that on PC. I'm
3
sure.
hours in, it doesn't feel like there's one new element. Seriously, like you say, oh, what about
well,
the
then
ship? Well, I mean, I
return
flew
your
it a little bit.
$30
It's
that
not
you
a
spent
big
extra
deal.
for the game.
Most
I
of
don't
the
know
ship
what
is, it's
to
fast
tell you.
traveling between locations and
No,
a
he
few
wants that- he want the
dogfights,
people to get
but it's
them-
nothing
give them the money
significant
back.
yet. Maybe it
Yeah.
will be significant as we get further
Let
into
them
the
pay
game, but
them
as of now, I haven't really done much with it yet.
Well, poor Jade.
Outside of that, the gunplay feels like it's from Fallout 4 or other FPS games. The loot system absolutely feels like it's from a Bethesda game. Everything feels like a mishmash of something you've done before.
Yeah, it's kind of how.
Nothing in this game is feeling unique to me whatsoever.
What do you want?
Not
New-
yet,
Unique and
anyway.
flavorful.
Maybe it will again as we get further in. I'm only 3 hours in, but
Yeah,
You
you
know,
know,
hours
having a
in.
brand new IP, you want it to feel
Oh,
like
it's
you're
not all
truly playing
meaningful in the
something
first
new.
3 hours.
This kind of feels
Aw.
like the evolution of what Bethesda has done in the past, which is fine.
Wait.
It does feel
Wait, it
like
doesn't
the
feel new,
culmination
but it's
of
an
all the work
evolution,
these
which
guys
is
have
a-
done in the last
okay.
25 years. Like, this is what they
No,
were
no-
going
no
for,
problem.
and this is what they wanted the end game to be. But it still kind of feels just like a Bethesda RPG to me.
But it's
which,
an evolution,
Again, it's
though, which
fine
is
if you like
contra-
them, and I do.
Okay.
So that's
It
not a
doesn't matter about the
complaint.
evolution.
But if you're playing this insanely hyped, brand new IP, it's supposed to be the game that everyone wants to buy an Xbox One, or excuse me,
Everyone
Xbox
wants to
Series
buy.
S or X.
Who said
for,
this?
Who? You should be doing
Yeah,
something
you.
more groundbreaking.
You wanna
and
buy
it
it,
just,
right?
just
I'm
doesn't
not buying
feel
the
like
console
that
ever
yet.
again. I'm
But
good.
I'm 3 hours in. All right.
Why
So
not?
the
It's
good
the
news is I'm
future.
playing a lot more of this, and to answer some questions, because I actually got some pretty valid questions yesterday.
Oh,
People
you
were
got some
like,
valid questions.
Phil, it's a
Like what?
brand new game. It's hyped. Why did you only
Phil,
play
it's
it
brand
one
new game.
stream?
Phil,
A lot of the
it's
times,
that
when
is
a
a-
game
that-
comes out,
that's
you
a
play it
valid
all day
question.
long. Is there a particular reason why you opted to not play Starfield all day yesterday?
Because you wanted to
The
grind and
answer
play
is pretty
Street
simple,
Fighter.
because Starfield is an incredibly
Yeah,
lengthy
everyone
game,
loves
and
Street
I'm going to be
Fighter.
playing it a lot. The next few weeks, it's my major focus. I'm playing it yesterday, and today is the main stream.
I'm
Tomorrow
playing
night,
it
I'm playing it
yesterday.
as the late night stream. I am giving it a break on Monday, but it's the major
I'm
stream
playing
on
it right
Tuesday.
now.
And if you want it again, I'm going to play it as
Playing
the
it
major
right
stream
now.
on Wednesday. So with all of that gameplay, I mean, it really is the
Oh
major
yeah, I didn't know
focus
there was a
of the
pastor
week.
documentary.
I don't want to go too crazy
Yeah, Decepticon made
and
it.
go overloaded, you see? So I figured
I'm sure it's
balancing
very
it with other
meaningful.
things
Good thing
every
I already
day
saw
makes
the rat
sense,
catcher
as
stream.
opposed
The
to,
best stream ever
you know,
in
if
the
I knew
world.
I wasn't going to be playing
Rat
it that
catcher?
much
You haven't
this week
seen it?
after the first
Yeah,
few
the rat
days,
catcher
because there's
was,
other things going
trying
on,
to catch a
then I
rat.
probably would have played it all day. But the fact that I
Oh.
do
That
have
was
the
the best
opportunity
stream
to
you
play
could
it a
have
ton
ever
this week,
done.
that's why, you know, I didn't do that. Okay?
The Ashy saga where his webcam needed moisturizer. Yes.
So,
Thank you for
let
smacking.
me tell you
I
guys
love that.
something. In the last
All
24
right,
hours,
what are you gonna tell us?
I've been absolutely bombarded with information about this game. Hopefully no spoilers, which is good. But I've been
Alright, good.
thrown
No
so
spoilers.
many
I'm proud of
pieces of
you.
information.
Let's go put your guns away,
Someone
bro.
wants me to
We're safe
rename my
here.
character Phil, because
Nah,
apparently
you
if
can
you do
keep your
that,
guns out. This is Waffle
Vasco
House.
will actually call you
Always
Phil
have it on
in the
you.
game. Phil
Keep
is
that
like the
thing
name
on you all
the
the
game
time.
will use as an audio thing. And they're like, all right, Fart Knocker's funny or whatever,
I know
but
Tenchi
change
still
your name
has
to
his.
Phil,
He'll
and
never
that
get
way,
rid of his.
you know,
I think
the game will actually
he
call
sleeps
you Phil
with his
during
gun
your playthrough, right?
on the trigger.
You know,
And
again,
somehow
I'm
he
being
manages not
recommended
to
all these
shoot.
different
It's-
things I
it's
should be
amazing
doing.
how
That
much
gastronomy
discipline he
is
has.
super useful, and I should get it as soon as possible. And then other people are like, actually,
heard he
don't go
allegedly
crazy
uses to
getting a
shoot the
million
demons in
perks,
his,
focus only on a
in his
few
dreams.
small ones, but level them up big
I'm
time.
gonna
Because if
have
you
to
like
watch
level
him
up
in that
speech
match.
and
I
you
don't
level
know.
up the lock picking, like it's gonna help
ELW
you
doesn't
tons
check
in the
for
game.
guns.
But what a lot of people are doing is that they're
I'm
playing.
being
sadly,
told
they're getting
bad
way
things.
too
I'm
many
going
perks,
to
but then they're all
hide
level 1
that,
and they're not very useful. People need
so it
to
won't hurt
level
my
up the
feelings.
perks and focus more on that, and that makes them more
Oh, look
useful.
at this soft
So,
dude. You
Yeah,
just
my
Basically,
feelings
yeah,
will
I'm getting
hurt.
a lot of
Nope.
different
You like
pieces of
DTL dabs.
recommendations and pieces of
Oh, no.
information.
Yeah,
and
you're the
people,
new
you know, saying
DT.
different
Yeah,
things. I'm like, okay,
No.
yeah, you're the
So
new
it's good,
DTL
but
dabs.
I feel like
Getting
I'm
rid of
so
stuff
early
that you
in
don't like.
that it's just information overload. You know what I'm saying? Like so many people trying to throw information at me in the
All right,
first
give us
24
a
hours when I've
hateful
only
slur
played
that
3
you
hours.
always say.
I can't see that right now.
Most of it is not going to be that helpful to me right now, but maybe long term it will be, right? So we'll see how it goes today. I mean, I'm excited. You know, right
I
now
might do some scam
we are
vision for a
in
quick second.
New Atlantis. We are exploring the Constellation
Atlantis.
compound.
Oh, I might
And we're
scam
going
you
to do
too,
that,
because
and
I'm
we're
waiting
going to
on the
continue the
package.
story. And I'm
Oh,
gonna
look
continue
at
to
this.
explore.
So we're
Because
just
some people are like,
multi-scam right
don't
now.
leave New Atlantis.
Yep.
Explore the whole place. Oh, I
That's
will.
fine.
Like, this is the first major city in the game. I absolutely want to give it time to explore it and see what I can find. I'm being told that
Oh, good.
almost
We can
every major
explore and
NPC with
see
a
what
name
we
has a
can
story
find.
behind them and will either tell you a unique, interesting story or will give you a quest. So I would love to do that, to go through the whole, you know, city and explore. Maybe today the whole day will be New Atlantis.
Oh,
Who knows?
just
right?
the
And if it is,
whole
I
city.
don't feel
Just
like that's
go
a
through
waste.
it in the.
I feel like that's exploring what the game's gonna be. All right. So we'll see how it goes today.
Just
all right?
spend time
We'll go
in
from
one
there,
place,
and,
the whole
Yeah,
should be a
that
good
sounds
chill day
amazing.
of Starfield fun. I hope. Right. So far, I've
Starfield
liked the
fun.
first 3 hours. It's par for the course for Bethesda, and I'm looking forward to more. So I hope that you will join me after this podcast ends for 3 more hours of Starfield fun. Okay, should be a good time.
No.
Cool. Now,
Ah.
let's talk a
good.
little bit about last night's late night
Let's
stream.
Oh.
That was an absolutely
I think
wild
I fell
Street Fighter
asleep
6 stream.
watching
I was not
this.
expecting
How could you
that
fall
stream to be
asleep
that
for
crazy.
it? It was great.
All right.
You
So
can't.
you might be like, well, what
imagine
happened? I don't
falling
get it.
asleep
It's
to
Friday Night
DSP
Fights. You
stream.
were just playing with Blanca, right? So here's what
I
happened.
don't
First of
remember
all,
if I watched this or not.
my goal, as you
No,
know, in
we
Street
didn't,
Fighter 6
because
was to get
Danny
Blanca
was
back to
warning
Master
us
Rank.
to watch
I
it,
had
but we
earned
said
Master
no. We're
Ranking
not
with
watching
him
that
Oh, yeah,
garbage.
it was
on
the
the
kick
Xbox
adventure.
on August 3rd.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I switched to PlayStation 5 over the course of August, and I reset my rank. So I had to go all the way from the bottom
You
of the
didn't-
Platinum
you
rank
didn't have to do
all the way
anything,
back
no.
up to Master. And it was going to take a long-ass time to do so, okay? So, while I was
Well, I'm
doing
putting
that,
DSP hanging
I had
out with the
also
boys.
decided that I wanted to continue to
we
play with
cracking the
Honda,
code
who
with
I
the
just
boys.
started playing with on Xbox. And within one session, I had gotten him to like 2 to 3 star diamond on Xbox. So I said, you know what I should do is I should play with both of these characters and alternate between them, get better with them, and try to get them both to Master. So I've been doing
Both.
that. Right now, my Honda is at 5-star diamond, and we'll be getting
Oh,
pushed
that
to Master
5-star
very soon.
diamond? No
But my
way.
Blanca
Oh, that's
was
so
in
cool,
4-star
bro.
diamond.
Like,
And
that's amazing.
so last night I was like, all right, my goal is to hit 5-star diamond and then to win a few more matches, and then probably another stream or two will hit master. It depends on how hard it goes or how hard it gets, because a lot of these people at the top level of diamond, they're tryhards. They're trying so hard to get to master and they can't do it
I'm thinking
because they're
I should
pattern
go on
playing
my Zeus
idiots.
channel and
They
play
don't
some
understand
Armored
Street
Core.
Fighter. They literally learned one pattern
You
with
mean
the
right
top
now?
character, and they just do it ad nauseum.
after
They will
this,
never get to master.
I gotta do
doing
my
that.
kick grind.
They won't. They need to learn the game, and they refuse.
Yeah, you
Instead,
got
they just
25
think,
more
well, if
subs to
I don't
do.
understand. I just keep doing the same pattern over
Oh, the
and
Street
over.
Fighter
Eventually,
talk.
I'll
That's
grind my way up.
cool.
And sadly, I hate to say it, a lot of people have. I've heard that people
whoops,
get
there
this.
you go.
People people with as low as a 20% win-loss ratio.
It's actually 25.
That means when they play, they only win 20% of the time. So they could have played 1,000 matches and only won 200. I've heard that those people are hitting master now. that the game has become so
I mean, it's just the
grindy
points,
that you can
the
grind
point
your
scale.
way to
You get more
master
points
without
when
ever
you win
really
than
winning,
lose. Therefore,
which is pretty ridiculous. If you play enough,
Yeah,
you
I
just
would
get
hope
there.
that's how it
pretty
goes.
stupid.
no, some things are fair odds.
But anyway, so last night, all right, I started
Last
playing
night.
with Blanca, and basically,
depends.
I've learned enough strategies with Blanca at this point that I am, for the
How's
most
it going,
part,
Mr. Blood?
coasting through most
Hope you're
people
doing
I
well.
play, with a few exceptions. Every once in a while, I'll
Look at
actually
him, he's
play
holding that
someone good,
neck.
and I'm shocked because I
Yeah,
almost
he's-
never do.
he's crippled
I'm just
right
being
now.
honest. At this point, even in 5-star
He's like,
Diamond,
you look,
it's
Jade, I'm
rare
like
when
you,
I'm playing
I'm
against someone who
disabled.
Oh,
actually
no.
understands competitive fighting games.
We are
They
currently
all
being
just
hidden
learn
by
patterns
DSP.
and
I'm
play
sorry
very
about that.
simply simplistic, simpleton gameplay.
There's nothing I can
But
do.
it works because it's online. You get away with it, and it's just simpleton bullshit. And you just got to guess your way out of it unless you have a top tier character.
Mr.
which
Blood,
I
you're
What
gonna get
happened?
banned for that. We don't.
So-
we don't.
I'm
when
getting
I fight
smothered.
rare
No.
good players,
Yeah.
it makes my jaw drop. So yesterday
jaw
I played
drop.
Nephew.
Don't do
If
that,
You don't
your
know
neck hurts.
Nephew is actually one of the
Ban
best
Blood?
players in the world right now. They are one of the best juries in the
Mr.
game.
Blood, would you like me to ban?
And they got third place at that
oh yeah,
CPT
yeah, it's time to ban him.
qualifier.
Yeah, you had a good run.
That just took place like
You had a
last
good
week. And they're
Just
using
wilding out
JP
too much.
now. They're trying to learn JP. Dude,
I hate that for.
No.
Nephew
I hate that
learning
for him.
JP, and that's their
God.
secondary character, was the best JP I have fought in Street Fighter
You're not
6.
gonna disrespect
Out of
Blood
the
like that. You know what he's
3+
done
months I've been playing this
for me
game,
specifically.
That was the one person
my
I
needs
played
of
who actually
stream.
did not
Strange
play
Utah
pattern
man,
JP.
yeah.
That person was on
He's
reaction,
from Utah. What's the
locking me
there's
down,
nothing good
seeing what
about
I
him.
was doing, and counter
There's
hitting
a
me
lot
out
about
of all
Utah
of my
that's cool.
strategies.
Like
and I was blown away impressed.
the
I
space.
was like, that's the kind of gameplay you will see,
Yeah, the
hopefully,
space.
when you get these characters to master level, and then you'll actually learn the game better. Because right now, I'll be honest, a lot of the things that I'm doing,
I don't care about
are
this, so
tricks
I'm
and
just,
mix-ups
I'm just,
that likely
I don't
won't
care.
work at a top level. At the same time, at top level, people won't do scrubby shit like mash
I
drive
get it, like a
impact.
scam and go
You know what I
drop
mean?
them.
Like, it's a lot different.
People
He
can
was
still see DSP.
super duper good.
I think it's large
That's
enough
what I mean. People
on
say, "Well,
mobile.
Phil, you're toxic because when you play Street Fighter, you just don't give credit." No. I give credit where credit is due. That player, Nephew, is
It
super
might need to be a
duper
little
good.
bit larger.
You
I'll
respect
work on it
the
though.
game when you see it played at a high level. Not, oh, I mashed a fucking pattern over and over and over, and I got away with it because I'm playing online. This guy was super good. So that guy gets nothing but props from me. It was a good match. We went a little back and forth. He beat my ass. He did quit after one match, but it was super fun.
Cool.
I was actually sad he quit after the one match. I was like, dude, I would love to keep playing with this guy because that's how I will learn the game at a better level is by playing.
You know how
better
else you would
people,
learn?
Okay.
Is play the
So,
master players that
I played
you're
him
avoiding
about
on
halfway into my
Xbox.
stream, and I got a bunch of win streaks, and then every once in a while I got interrupted by a fucking shitty ass Ken spamming their stupid pattern bullshit, and because I'm Blanca, I don't really have a way
I'm
out of it, and I'm
Blanca.
like, what the fuck? This is so stupid, right? But the cool thing about it is I'm making way more progress than I thought I was going to. You know, I was thinking I'll hit 5-star diamond and then I'll get a few wins and that'll be it. No, I was actually like cruising. I was getting great set wins.
Okay.
I was playing much better. I was, you know, landing juggles, mix-ups, tricks, combos. Some people were getting completely dominated because they don't even... Again, 5-star diamond players don't understand basic mix-ups and things. They just don't understand the game because they play their pattern. And if you pull them out of their pattern, they have no clue how to play it. They're just
Is Rai scamming me
completely
by
rattled,
leaving?
and they just lose. They fold like a deck of cards because they don't know how to play the game.
Did Riley? No, Rai
So-
left me. No, I got scammed.
I'm
by
doing well,
myself,
and I'm
chat.
almost at master. And then the game starts handing me hefty piles of horse shit. Ken who just spams and my moves aren't coming out. You
Okay.
know, it was like 2 or 3 matches like that where I was like, if I win this set, I'll hit master. And then I would lose. Oh, come on.
He
So I
went
ended up
overtime about
sticking
an
around
hour,
almost
from
an
what
extra
I've
hour.
heard.
Problem is, I really should
Uh,
have
it-
done
it was
that.
ridiculous
my
how much he went
shoulder was killing me.
overtime.
Right now, it still hurts really bad. It's a little better than yesterday, but
Oh,
it still
now
hurts really
the
bad.
shoulders hurt.
I'm trying
Aw.
to heal this injury that I got in my neck. And I shouldn't have
Aw.
went crazy like I did. Really, I shouldn't
went
have.
crazy.
Okay?
What do you do?
But I got into it. You know me. When I get into something, I get committed, and I just want to keep going
Am I
till I do
chopping
it.
up?
And I'm like, dude, if I just commit myself, I'm going to get master tonight. I'm going to get master
Uh-oh.
tonight. So finally I get to the match. If I
My
win
watch
this
gets
match, I'm
chopping
going
up
to hit
now.
master. Ladies and gentlemen, last night,
1 second.
they put me in a match against Snake Eyes, the best Zangief in the world. He is #1 ranked. He just won the CPT West qualifiers with Zangief. He knows every single matchup in the game with Zangief. My God.
There we go.
Again, eye-opening gameplay. And by the way, it wasn't a dominating match. It was a fun match back and forth.
It was fun.
It was pretty good. But, dude,
God.
he was amazing. Just to give you some perspective, all right? I jumped at him with Blanca.
Mm-hmm.
I did a meaty, heavy standing roundhouse.
Wow,
which
dude,
even
that's
if he
so
did his
cool, bro.
anti-air, probably would have traded.
I have no clue what's going on, honestly.
He
chat.
did
Also, everything's getting blurry.
one tiny step backward.
Might be the end time for us.
Tiny micro step.
Little baby
backward.
step. Yeah, okay.
And his foot, of Blanca's foot, went ooh, and just barely missed. And as I was landing in the recovery, he did a 360 and caught me with a spinning power. I was like, this man has absolutely mastered this character. He knew the nuances, a micro step backward to make me miss and punish with the 360. I haven't even seen that in any Street Fighter game before.
Were you amazed by his skills?
And I've played competitive Street Fighter since the 1990s. I've never seen someone understand spacing that well before. That was truly inspiring gameplay.
Wow.
And I was like, again, I wish I could play players like that all the time. That would make me a better player, right?
Oh yeah,
So,
no lag. No,
it was
everything
a
was
fun
good now.
match. It was a little back and forth. He beat me pretty resoundingly, but at least I burned him out, and we were taking some health off of him and everything. It was a good match. But he quit after it because he was in Master. I mean, he's one of the highest ranked Master players there are. He was grinding Master points. That was he was streaming at the time. He was just grinding Master points. It was like epic fight. So I got to play Nephew, and I got to play Snake Eyes in one stream. That's pretty awesome.
For someone who doesn't care about Street Fighter, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't care about these people.
So then
I'm sure
I
there's
went
like
on,
a
said,
good
all right,
pocket amount
now
of people
I'm
that also don't care about these people.
Committed to playing this and getting Master tonight, and I played for like 25 minutes.
Because the pros have good internet.
I got
Blood,
Master
come on,
with
you're being
Blanca.
silly.
And I was like, oh, finally. So
It's not because of their status,
it's
it's
because
because they have good internet.
Blanca on August 3rd on the Xbox, and it took me about a month, and now I got Master with him on PlayStation 5. Okay, so now
Otherwise they're
people are
kids.
like,
yeah,
oh, when you're playing with Blanca,
they're either
again?" I'm like,
kids,
"Wait,
they have
what?
bad internet.
Wait, what?
There are pattern players.
I just played with Blanca all month. Grinded
All
to
the
Master.
excuses.
Don't you want to see me go to other characters now? You want Blanca again? And people are like, well, yeah, you're in Master. Now we want you to play more Blanca and play more Master players. I'm like, all right, listen. The good news is now, Blanca's not going anywhere. He's going to stay at Master. Whenever I play, I'll be playing higher level people.
So I'm going to try to refresh to see if I can get my quality back.
So I want to give him a rest
It's
for a
looking
bit.
rough.
I want to focus now on getting Honda to Master. Honda's in 5-star Diamond.
Sorry, I'm not a
He's
professional.
almost there. Probably another couple of streams.
Please.
Be there, right? And then we can say, all right,
Give me my
who was I used
give me
who
my
I really
quality.
liked, and I wanted to use more,
1080p.
but I just haven't used them in a million years. Well, Luke is absolutely one who I was doing well with, and I was learning.
Yeah, we're not
and
getting
I
our
haven't
quality
used
back.
them in over a month.
This is
So it'd be great to get back to that, and I know it's going to take grinding and learning.
Oh, so this dude's I mean, I heard.
Years,
I mean,
right?
Phil said he was like the best Zangief player. So
I'm going to try. Probably Luke would be next. Lily I really like, but I do think she's one of the worst characters in the game. But I do like the build, and perhaps if I actually learn her at a good level, I could actually do well. I honestly think that she, overall, if I learn her, might be better for me than Honda. Because Honda has so many limitations, he gets thrown out of everything. I don't think she will.
I don't care about any of this. I really don't. Sorry if you care about this chat. I just don't.
But once again, at the same time, she has no way to get out of a corner. Luke does.
Low intensive game that I could play.
So I guess we got to figure this out. We'll see. But basically, my next agenda with Street Fighter 6 is getting Honda to Master. And then once Honda and Blanca are Masters, then we can say, all right, let's play with other characters for a while. Let's mix it up. Let's do something different.
So he's scared. Yeah, he's scared to play other games, like other characters.
Okay. All right. So.
I mean, he's scared to play Master characters. He's just gonna get to him, get to Master, and then that's it.
Like seriously, it was one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Street Fighter 6 stream I've done. Because not only did I get tons of wins, and did I hit Master, but I was also able to play pro players, which was super fun. Whenever you play a pro player, and you see the difference.
Yeah.
Between
you realize you're not that the top dog
pro level gameplay. That's it
shout out
blows
to my
your way.
dogs.
So hold on one second.
Imagine I'm playing a sound clip of Pastor Mill saying dogs.
It is absolutely official that we had hit 2,500 wins. All right. So when I played
There you go,
Last
I'm done
night I had
scamming.
46
Yeah,
wins
that
and
was
22
that
losses.
was horrible.
68% win-loss
Did
ratio.
you like my excessive,
I hit master
scam?
a second time.
I didn't
so
hear
my
you.
second master
Oh, I was done
obtained now.
scamming. Did you like how long I was scamming
Yeah,
for?
that was a very long scam.
Trying to get Harlot mode.
There it is. There's where I switched over.
of
I'm
course.
looking now. So basically, it took me, get this, it took me 14 sessions of gameplay to get to master on on Xbox. It only took me, let's see.
I don't care.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6 sessions
just in case
to
you
hit
wanna play
master
Street Fighter, you gotta
on
know
PS5.
these.
I will
So,
never play
14
Street Fighter. It's
versus
such.
6,
It's too.
That's a
no.
dramatic improvement.
Any game I have to do
Right?
homework in and
I mean,
study
my
the
gameplay with
frames.
Blanca is pretty
No,
good now. It's
stop.
not top level. The
It's
one
not a
thing I
game
do
anymore.
is
It's homework.
level
Stuff
2
in
super.
Hitman, come on.
Once
I
learn how to
genuinely
implement
did
this
not
level 2
look up
super,
anything in
I'm
Hitman.
essentially doing everything the top players are doing.
Well,
Right?
let me take
Oh,
that
yeah,
back.
my brain dead of a game?
Maybe
I'm not
last
doing
year
that
I
yet.
looked up.
But
Oh,
outside
there's
of that, my
hidden
gameplay
features
is
that you
really
didn't know
good at
about
this point. Like,
Hitman.
I'm really
Which
countering stuff and mixing
there was
people
one
up
thing
and
I didn't know
locking them
about the
down.
game.
It's pretty darn good. Okay.
But that's
yeah,
it.
brain dead of a game.
It's not frame.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
it's
Overall,
I'm gonna tell you.
2,565 wins,
Spider-Man's better than Hitman.
1,660
No, wait.
losses
gross.
That's even better.
for a 61%
One
win
that sell
rate, which is pretty
Hitman is a
darn
poor
good.
man's Splinter
Again,
Cell.
I find it hilarious
That's sad.
that there
Don't do
are
that to me.
people
Hey, I
who
can
have
make
hit,
Botchamania. They
if you
make,
can
they make
believe it.
game signs, so I can do it. And I can get a
master ranking,
Yeah.
That's no.
and they have a
Killing two birds with
20%
one
win-loss ratio.
I might need to
Yes,
turn
it's
down
true.
for a little tiny
a
bit.
fucking 20% win-loss ratio in their master players, because they just grinded
20%.
enough that overall they finally got enough points to get up there. It's like, well, those will be the people that I'll be getting free points from. That's for sure. Right? Seriously.
I refresh the
Okay.
chat.
Anyway, so that's my Street Fighter segment for the day. Now we give it a break. I'm not playing, I am not playing Street Fighter 6 again until Monday night. And when I play Monday night, it will be Honda, it will be ranked, and we'll try to get Honda up to Master. I don't think it'll happen. We
I
are
don't
5-star
care.
diamond, but I don't think it'll happen Monday night.
Swipe
With Honda,
here,
the
swipe
wins are a
here,
lot
swipe
less
here,
frequent,
swipe here, swipe here,
and it's a lot
swipe
harder
here.
to grind against the top tiers.
Thank you.
So we'll see, but maybe by the end of this week, okay? All right. Exactly. Dabhan says you get more points for winning than you lose for losing. Anyone will get there if you play enough. It's Saturday. No, I mean, why it's disappointing is because, as you know, I've really been trying to keep a good win-loss ratio. I think 61% is great for someone like me. I'm not a pro player.
Oh, this dude's
I haven't played competitive
crying.
Street Fighter in the longest time. For me to say that I got like a 61% of the time I'm winning is really good. That's, you know, and keep in mind, that's keeping
Bring back
all
the
my
grease,
low-end
yeah.
gameplay that I didn't know what I was doing, and I was getting spanked by people left and right with other characters, and that's factored in. It's not like, oh, that's only my serious
Am I being
characters.
scammed
That's
again,
everyone
Ryan?
overall. Still 61% is great. You know,
Yeah,
pro players probably are
it
getting
happens.
80-some percent. That would be my guess. That a pro player, probably 80% of the time they're winning, okay? That's great
Love
to
a
me.
throw killer, buddy.
But I feel like there should be a reward for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, maybe you should only be able to hit master if you have a certain win-loss ratio.
That doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I think right now the grind is real, and people can just sit there grinding, playing nonstop, and get to master by scrubbing it out. That's pretty stupid. I told you guys. You heard the new statistic? Over 20% of the people in master rank are Ken, and they all play pattern Ken. They're not good. They're just
Yeah.
pattern Ken players who scrubbed it out.
Yeah.
And got to master by scrubbing it out, playing top tier pattern bullshit. It's pretty pathetic. Over a fifth of the players of the game are Ken.
Okay. What does that mean?
Anyway, all right. So, enough of my Street Fighter segment. All right, let's get out of there. Let's talk about the schedule for the week, and then let's do a little bit of game news. We got an interesting news story to cover today.
What are we gonna cover, dude?
And then we will do some shout outs and interaction as usual.
Yeah, I'm making
okay?
you work for free, you motherfucker.
So,
Yeah, I'm being actively
schedule
scammed
for the
right
week
now.
today. It is
You ain't getting
Starfield,
paid for
3
none of
more
this.
hours as we explore
You know
New
what?
Atlantis. And if we do anything else,
when I
Speaking
get
of
that
pay,
Tyler Perry-
we'll see where the game
nope.
takes us.
You're
Should
getting
be
cut
a
off.
Stream, fun interaction.
What?
with you guys.
Yeah,
Thanks for chilling. I hope you guys will
it's
stick
been real.
around
You're
and
gonna hear
enjoy
me, but I'm not
Starfield
talking
with
to
me.
you, so it's gonna be
Tonight
awkward.
on the laser stream, it is the continuation of Chrono
So
Trigger.
I muted him,
at
so
6:45
you
p.m.
can't
Pacific
hear
time.
him.
And
You can't
we
hear
are in
him.
some of the most interesting parts of the game.
Let me
Why?
cut him off. Chat, we're 20 subs away from me getting paid by getting monetization on the channel. I'm gonna need you. If you're not subbed, hit that sub button. What content can you get promised? I don't know. This is not my channel, so I'm begging for Rye so he doesn't have to do it and look bad in front of the community. You know, because there's no rules about other people begging for, engagement, monetization, and other stuff for other people. So I'm like a median of beg. That's my title. I'm the beg median. So if you haven't subbed to Rye, and if you like his content, give him a sub, please. That means I get paid whenever I scam him. When the monetization goes through, I can just take the super chats and buy cool things. Thank you.
The internet, where we watch clips that the members have submitted, and for the first time, we have more members on DSP Reacts than ever before, over 150.
Hello, Rye. You heard
so
all
I'm
that.
very curious to see
I'm back
what
now,
you guys
huh?
have submitted for the show. Tonight, I'll be making that playlist.
Yes,
so
I
if you
have
are
the
a
awkward
member
setup
over
where
on my sister channel, DSP Reacts,
if I hit the mute on
you have
OBS,
not yet nominated
you'll
clips
still
for
hear me,
tomorrow's show,
and I don't
you
feel
gotta
like
hurry.
muting
Those clips
myself
must be
in
submitted
OBS.
by the
I mean,
end of
in
my Chrono Trigger stream, because once the Chrono Trigger stream
I
ends,
don't know how to feel about that.
I'm begging
that's
for
when
you.
I'm gonna
It's
head
fine.
over, and I'm gonna make the playlist for
Is
tomorrow's
that
show.
TOS?
Okay.
No.
So
Mm-mm.
get on it.
No.
Don't
Okay.
be late. Don't miss out.
Don't be
Push up your
late.
qu-
Yeah,
your
don't be
clips,
late,
all right?
guys.
So that's the first stream tomorrow over on the Reacts channel. That's youtube.com/@
That's rough.
DSP Reacts. If you haven't checked it out yet, it's a fun channel. I do that show once
It's
a
a
week,
fun
plus
channel.
other React content.
Is it
I hope
really
you give it a
fun?
look. And
What if
then
I don't want to give it a look?
tomorrow night, it is more Starfield. We're actually going to do a late night stream of Starfield, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time.
Late night
Monday.
stream of
It'll be the return of Armor
Starfield.
Core 6, which I'm really enjoying. After having played 6
Rough.
hours, I now have a cool double
Hey, I
mini
beat the
guns
game.
build.
I beat him ahead of him.
I need to
and I
get some
got
better
it.
rocket
Like,
Ziggy,
I
you're
think-
just mad that
Okay,
I'm
so
not begging
no
for your
play.
channel. If you give me the stream key, I'll beg. I'll beg for your channel. I'll go all out.
Can't wait for more.
I'll beg for you. Is
I'll
that
beg for you,
supposed
bro.
to be
Come
it?
on.
His boss fight.
Send me that stream key.
And,
Is that a
then
selling
another
point?
epic
Yeah.
boss at
I'll
the end
beg
of that
for
last
you.
stream.
I'm the beg median.
So
That's my job
all
title.
that coming on Monday. More of that fun. Okay. Monday night, more Chrono Trigger. Oh no, excuse me. Monday night is Street Fighter 6 ranked
I
matches
need
with
one to beg
Honda.
for you.
I don't need anyone to
As we
beg
try
for
to
no.
push him to master rank. Okay.
I'm purposely
Tuesday,
trying to stay
more Starfield on the main stream, and Tuesday night will be more Chrono Trigger.
low
Wednesday's up
roots.
in the
I
air.
forgot
What do I
the
mean by
term when you stay
Listen,
not
I know this is
mainstream.
launch week for
Humble?
Starfield. I know a
No,
lot of-
underground.
a lot
That's
of
the word I was
Starfield.
looking for.
At the same time,
Underground.
at that
Yeah,
point,
get
I
paid?
don't
I don't need more
record
than
once
5
for the
people
whole
at my
week.
streams.
So I'm gonna basically try to gauge.
That's all I
How you
need.
gonna get that-
Just give me
how you gonna get
5.
that back, though?
I don't need the.
I'll play
This
Armored
is the best.
Core
Oh
on
wait, one
Wednesday.
second. Let me mute you
If
real
more
quick.
people want Starfield,
Well,
then
I'm
I'll
not
play
muting.
Starfield
I'm
on
muting them
Wednesday.
for you, so you won't interject.
Okay, and then
Is he going to
Wednesday night,
get scheduled? Guys, so you heard that. He asked, "How am I going to get money?" If you sub to this channel, and we get monetized, and we get 500 subs, that's how we get the money. We extract the money from Rye to my pockets through him. It's like a we're not laundering. That's illegal. NSA or any governments. But we're gonna pass through the money from Rye super chats to my pockets. Because let's be honest, he's paid on Twitch. He got his money source there, and he's also working on get his money source on Kick. So I'm just gonna use his money source here to get me money. Thank you. Please sub to him, please. He really deserves it. He's almost there. Just 20. Thank you.
couple of weeks.
You're
And then, of course,
you're back.
middle of the
Welcome.
That's when
Welcome.
we're gonna
Oh, so
get
your
new
money-
releases like
your money
Rise of
laundering.
P
No,
and
that's
Combat
illegal.
One
We will
Combat.
never do that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Night,
to me,
I
it
had a
just
giant
seemed
segment
It's,
about Armor Core 6 the other day. You obviously missed it.
It's
I addressed
filtering.
everything you're saying in the chat.
Oh,
Go
okay.
watch that podcast from a couple
Pass
days
through
ago. You'll get
income,
all your
yes.
answers. So there you go. And by the way, I directly addressed what you said, and I agree with you. So there you
Just
go.
wanted to be sure about that.
Don't worry. If the feds knock on your door,
Okay.
I don't know you.
Cool.
Wait, you're not taking the
So-
bullet?
No, no, that's what the filter's for.
Got the schedule done. Okay.
I don't know if I like this
News.
deal.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Especially if
it's time for a little segment I like
Oh
to
no,
call
here it comes.
I like the call.
DSPN.
I love how it
Also
zooms
known
in.
as
DSPN
DSP
word. Yeah.
Gaming news.
Gaming news.
Fresh hot off the
Is he gonna
presses,
talk about the
ladies and
trolls?
He
like
printed
yesterday?
stuff.
So
Get
here we
out
go.
of
Are you
here.
ready?
And look at
He
the
did that
gap.
yesterday.
Look
Admittedly,
at the
today
gap
I'm not
at the
that much to
yesterday,
talk
too.
about. We have
No,
one
that's
gaming news story,
gross.
but it's actually a doozy. It's
Why
a
is my-
really big one. All right,
I'm
are
very
you ready
mad
for
that my
this?
watch together quality is like
Some of the biggest news ever
Very
to come
bad.
out of the gaming industry this morning. So, Chrono Trigger stream ends.
oh god, stream broken.
That's
Help.
however,
I currently blew out my ears. 'cause
Voice
I'm trying to set up
actors
music.
and performance actors, meaning mocap. You know, when you put those suits on, the balls and the
Motion
sensors, and
capture,
you're
yes.
doing mocap for a game, you're doing the voiceovers and you're playing the characters. Essentially, the acting group. For the first time ever, they may go on strike.
Whoa.
SAG-AFTRA.
What does that mean?
Who is the Screen Actors Guild? This is the union.
Hey, I'm not in the union, so I
where
can do
all
that.
the actors
Look
are a
at you,
part
just
of. Okay.
crossing the
Hey, that
path.
means those
has
jobs are for
essentially
me. I ain't in
voted,
the union, so there you go.
Approved and advised that basically
That's what I'm doing with the strike
all
now.
voice actors
Yeah, give
and
me
mocap
everything.
actors should go on strike, along with
You're gonna end up in Darman
everyone
videos.
else who's
That's
already
sad.
on strike. If you guys aren't aware, actors and
see.
writers are currently on strike in Hollywood.
Actors.
There are no new shows being produced. All
Yeah,
of the
that's
late-night talk
called a
shows and
strike. That's
daily
the point
shows
of a
are
strike.
on hold.
Yeah.
Everything is suspended.
Ziggy, that's,
Movies are
that's
not
bad.
being
No,
made
you don't
or
want AI to
promoted.
replace everything.
Everything
no.
is frozen.
Yeah, they want to use
of this
AIs
big
like
strike.
this even for
So what is the
extras,
strike
which
about?
is very odd.
Do you want AI to
basically,
replace you and your craft,
Two
Ziggy?
big issues are
They-
going on. Issue
They
number
want
one
they want to like
is that
replace like
movie
extras and
studios
use them,
have
which
found a
is
way to
extremely
digitize and distribute content over the internet via these subscription services, like Netflix, like Paramount.
Are you in
Plus,
the industry,
like,
DSP? Do you know anything about this?
What's the other one? Peacock.
Peacock.
You know, Amazon Video.
Yeah, I know
we
Amazon,
Keep going.
right?
How many
You know
of them
Amazon,
are there?
right?
HBO Max. Now it's just Max.
I mean,
There's
AI
like
can
20,
replace
30
some
of these
things,
subscription
yes.
services. So basically, what these actors are saying is
AI is going
they're
out of
signing
control in some parts.
contracts.
The problem
okay,
is there's going to be a conflict
that say,
of
here's
can
your
I
pay,
use
here's your
AI
residuals.
on someone's
But for
likeness?
some reason, the contracts
That's kind of a
are
thing.
only-
I think initially is no.
the
but-
contracts are only talking about classic
Like,
residuals.
yeah,
like movie sales
Nipsey
and stuff
Hussle
like
AI. That would
What
be
they're not
something.
talking
Yeah,
about
see,
is
yeah,
the
that's
money
when
that
it's
these
too
studios
much.
are now making from all of these digital services. So, for example, there's actors coming out saying, "Wow, my show is the #2 rated show and #2 watch show on Netflix. By the way, I've made $0 from the Netflix deal. All I got paid was the initial acting
Oh, I've
fee
seen some
for
of
the
the
show,
checks or
and
something.
if they
Like
make, like,
the
a
lady
DVD
from
of it
Orange is the
later, I'll
New
get a cut
Black.
of
I
that.
think she had
And I
to
make
work
nothing
like
from
2
anything
jobs
when
because
streams
she
on
was
Netflix,
getting like
0.
under 100.
Well, that lady
She
was
was the
on,
lead.
she was in like 6 episodes
Why
of a
does
season.
No, I
only
think
the
it was like a
producers
big-
and the
wait,
companies that
the lady
stream
No,
the
it
money
was
and not
the
people who
Asian
made
lady.
it? Why are they
She
not
was only in,
getting
like,
cut of that
season 2.
pie when previously
watch the show.
anything that
Still,
distributed that
that's
movie, they made
something.
money. They made ticket
You should
sales.
at least get a little bit more than
DVD
that.
sales.
She signed the
Why
deal,
is the
though.
digital distribution now being left out? What is going on there?
I don't think.
And what
I
it
don't
is
think.
they're- basically these companies
I don't know.
are trying to basically be.
I've done a lot of
greedy.
unpaid stuff.
They're trying
and,
to
yeah,
say,
I
hey,
think you want to
normally
get a
they
little
should
bit more
have been-
compensation.
Of course. But
You
what
know,
did she get
this
initially?
should have
That
been
those
something
are a
that
bunch
was
of
fairly
questions.
negotiated, and they never bring it to the table. They're never offered.
Like I know
this
she's
anymore.
getting
Why do
low
these companies
royalties, but
pocket all
what
the
does
digital
she
money,
get paid
right?
initially in the front
That's
end
number
and
one.
all
That's
that
issue
stuff?
number one.
I
Okay.
don't think she get.
Issue
she
number
get
2
royalties.
is that
She was showing off a
increasingly when
royalty check.
actors
That's
are
why she was
now
mad.
Signing up for any kind of a TV show, a movie, or whatever, they're going into the studio and they're being told, we need to do a digital scan of your body for CGI work. Okay. So what happens is they go in and they flag them.
Flag them.
And what do they call it? They put the scans, like the dots they put on their face.
They put the
dots?
docs.
So they scan.
What?
They map. Oh, it's something about mapping, right? Something mapping,
Mapping.
they call it.
You don't know what you're
So
talking
they-
about.
they
This is
scan
out
and
of your
map
depth
your
right now.
likeness.
Yeah, pretty
okay,
soon you'll be on
to
the
be
green
used
site.
in CGI.
Who, this dude?
Which is
No, you.
fine
And this stream.
if they're
too.
using it for the
Oh.
CGI for the movie that you're actually in. But what these actors are actually starting to find is that their CGI likenesses are now starting to be used in other projects that they never authorized and never were paid for.
What's
So
the
let's say,
example?
for example,
No. What is the example? No.
you are Johnny Depp and you play
You're
Jack Sparrow.
Hey, imagine you being
okay,
Johnny Depp.
in
Can you
all the
imagine that
Pirates
girl's
movies.
names? Imagine you're Johnny Depp.
Now,
I'm not.
you make a new
no.
Pirates movie.
I can't.
You pay
I
a good
just
amount
can't.
of money for it, so you're pleased, and they scan you when you're making the new Pirates movie. But then Disney decides to make 2 new movies.
I'm glad that he's
that have
talking for
nothing
Johnny
to do
Depp.
with the
This is
Pirates
nice.
franchise, but other characters. Like, what if they did a Barbossa movie? Okay, so it's a movie just about Barbossa, but all of a sudden Jack Sparrow.
Yeah,
has a
it's kind
cameo
of
in it,
similar,
he
and I'm
shows
not
up for
trying.
5
I'm not going
minutes,
to pause it all.
But it's not.
It's kind of
Johnny Depp.
similar
I
of
don't
them
care
It's
about
his CGI
getting
counterpart that they scan
using their body for
and they're using it without his
action
permission,
figures and all that
just
stuff.
to
I
say
feel like
their
it goes
characters in
under
the movie for the 5
that
minutes.
kind of clause.
Now, obviously, if they actually had it in for longer,
So
than
I mean,
that,
I think they're
you'd
informed
know
in
the
this
difference.
information,
But
but
that's the point that people
maybe
are
the
making. There
old
seems to
I
contracts
be-
are
think they let
written.
him
They don't
know
want
about
to pay
this,
actors
but I don't know.
for their work. and
DSP
the
knows
likeness.
more than
They
everyone.
want
He
them
Oh
knows
to
yeah,
more
own
than
he
even the
researched.
actors.
characters,
He
but then
put
they
it out
want
the
to own
paper, so he's
character
legit.
and use it for free later without the actor involved, right? I think that's kind of messed up.
Oh, that's
I do
kind of
think
messed up to use
that
someone's likeness and
There
not
should
pay
be a
him.
limit.
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
other
that,
people you
alright,
get
on how
free
much it's
stuff from.
used, or
That
know,
is
at least if
completely
they're
wrong.
going to
Who
use it, well,
knows?
that was
Yeah.
you. We scan you,
probably
that's your
his
likeness,
family,
you get paid every
Ziggy?
time we use your likeness, right? But they're not doing that. So this is a huge thing. This has been happening in about the last 2 years. These actors are now speaking up, noticing
Actually,
it
we're on
happening.
the same level
And
as
they're like,
hoes
we
in the
definitely
Greek
don't
dance.
want that.
Ziggy, oh, that's
So,
toxic.
These are the reasons.
You know
why the
notice how
actors
Ziggy
are currently
isn't
on
talking
strike.
about his
Writers
craft.
as well.
I asked him
Writers,
directly.
Again, they're writing.
Would you like
What
AI to
about
They're
replace
the ones
you?
who make the
Ree.
shows and the movies,
He
and then
said
they're
no
going
comment.
digital, and they're not getting paid for any digital profits. So that's why everyone in
calling
Hollywood is
me a
currently on
hoe?
strike, and they've been on strike for what, like 5 months or something
Ignore
like
that.
that.
I'm gonna be
And there has
stream
been
with the stocking. But
zero
yeah, you calling me a
movement.
hoe?
Zero. There's been no movement whatsoever from Hollywood. They are
Ziggy,
not
that's
willing
what
to
everyone
meet
thinks
and
with
discuss.
AI.
They don't
You
give a
can't
shit.
get replaced.
They're like, well, we're hoping is that eventually they will lose so much money by not being able to act or write that they're just going to give in, and they're just going to say, fuck it. Well, we need work, so we're just going to come back without having won anything from.
It's
this
actually
big
easier to replace
strike.
artists
All right?
than
Now,
actors.
does that sound fair? Does that sound right? People are saying they feel like they're being
Potentially
mistreated
the robots
and they
will never
deserve
take
more,
over.
and that these companies are rolling hand over fist in profits
That'll never
from their
happen.
hard work, and they're not getting appropriately
There's a such thing as an off switch.
rewarded or paid for it, and they think they should be compensated more.
People forget
Sounds
that for
fair.
some reason.
But not to Hollywood, to these ginormous megala corporations, they don't give two fucks. They think they're so insulated from any kind of criticism or demand for improvement that they could just sit there for 2 years and not pump out any projects and still be fine. I guess we're going to see. Because if you didn't notice, a lot of stuff that we were hearing about has now gone by the wayside and on hold. And if you take a look at all the movie releases for the next year, they're getting sparser and sparser. Take a look at the TV shows. Pretty soon
It's
things are
'cause
going to
of
start to dry
the
up. There's not
the
going to be
strike.
anything left in the pipeline to pump out anymore.
Yeah, there's stuff in the
So
vault.
what's going to happen?
No,
Is the question.
stop being
I don't know.
stupid.
Now, the reason I bring this up today is because SAG, the Screen Actors Guild, okay, is now advising that voice actors and mocap performance actors for video games also join the strike. So, for those who don't know, current giant
Using
game
Twitch
studios,
colors.
all right, who have
That is true, I see.
unionized workforces include Activision, Electronic Arts, Epic Games, Take-Two, Insomniac, WB
You don't need to
Games,
list
and
everything.
more.
Thank you.
Okay? If all of them decide to go on strike as SAG is calling for, you realize there will not be any new video games out of those studios within a couple of months. Like, essentially, probably everything coming out to the end of the year is fairly done. They don't need any more voice acting work or mocap work for that. It's just the finishing touches that are being put on those games by the game developers. But any game that's currently in development from those studios literally will be on hold indefinitely until something is determined. So, here's the thing. We've been talking about workers' rights in the video game industry for years. We've been talking about the philosophy of crunch and how we feel how bad it is that crunch doesn't solve anything and crunch doesn't necessarily make
Crunch
anything
doesn't
better.
solve anything.
It just overworks the workforce and makes, in some ways, a game even worse as corners are cut to try to
Diggy,
get a
I feel
game
like
out in time
you're on
for
the wrong
deadline,
side of
right?
this for I don't know what reasons.
So, I think there should be more unionized, people in the gaming industry. They're starting with the actors, though. They're starting with the voice actors and the
Hello,
mocap
Full Retro. How's it
performers.
going?
Okay, fair enough. I wish that everyone in the gaming industry
I am making a
unionized, 'cause
mistake
really
in
it's those
covering this,
line-level
and
game
Rye has
developers,
left me yet again.
the ones who are coding, the ones who are putting all that shit
I don't have a
together,
reliable
the
partner in this.
the visual effects and
It
everything.
hurts my feelings.
Those are the ones that are being completely destroyed by this overworking crunch atmosphere. And they're the ones really who I think should be getting more rights. So I guess we'll see what happens.
Good job.
See, now
It's
I'm multiple
unprecedented.
places.
This
Yeah,
literally
you're
has never
no.
happened before, where there's been any kind of a union
Yeah.
movement in video games. And a lot of people are wondering, essentially, how is this going to affect the games industry? Will it shut
I don't
down
know what you're
games
talking
for
about. Why'd you
years
say
to
no?
come? Will we have no new video games coming out?
We have no
for
new
several
video
years
games coming out.
for
Tenchi,
any
you
of these
hate to
companies
see
who've
it.
unionized, right?
You hate
It's
to see
very
it.
possible
Yeah.
that these big AAA
What?
studios could be frozen and completely
Um,
shut down because of this strike going on.
Retro, I'm not a
I guess
demanding
we'll see what
person.
happens. All right.
I need you to only big ups me because Rye has
There seem to
ditched
be
me
people
so
on
many
all
times
different,
and
waves
left
of
me
thought
left
here.
me just
So,
on my own.
I'll just say, listen. I think
Allah.
that
No, praise
they
Allah.
do deserve
Praise
more
be
rights.
Allah. Let's
They
go.
do deserve more pay especially if they're
I don't
working
care
their
about this
asses
topic
off,
that
the
much.
same amount of
He's
work they've
gone on
always
too
done
long.
to pump out a
I mean, I
movie
care about this topic,
or a
but
TV
he's gone
show
on too
or a
long.
video
What? I'm
game.
doing
But
streaming
now
for
you're
the
telling me
green
these
site.
methods
That's
What are
not
you
you
streaming the
want?
green
means that
site
people are
right
not
now? You're on
getting
your
paid,
own
but the
YouTube
company
right now.
behind the
No.
financing of the game makes all the
Dude,
money.
wait. This is a three-way
That sounds pretty
stream now.
underhanded
Look
to
at
me.
Let's
that.
fucking go.
No.
It does,
What's the
all right?
what's the
So to
three-way?
me,
No. No,
Yeah.
I'm muting
the
this.
right to
Explain the
these people.
three-way to me.
But certainly,
No.
I'm not
Okay,
someone who
well, I couldn't do Twitch, YouTube, and
You
Kick,
can't do YouTube
but that's-
because I'm on it. What are you doing right now?
No. Before. Because it could only do 2 locations. So I was like, how can I do this? So I found the way I can do all 3 without having to pay the extra money to do 3.
This
There
is
you go.
this is Are you
So
just
I'm using-
restreaming this? What are you restreaming?
I'm
Or you're-
restreaming just the guy. I'm playing
You're not even
playing the
restreaming
mid
your own. Okay. No, we're good. We're good. No, let me.
I don't want to hear my
voice.
voice. I don't want to hear my voice.
No, we're good. I'll just keep it going.
There you go.
I'm curious.
This is ridiculous.
I really am.
There's a 3-way
Okay.
stream finally. Let's fucking go.
This
That's
is
what's
ridiculous.
hot off the DSP news desk
There's
today.
a monumental day.
Not too much to talk about. So, by the way, as you noticed,
Monumental.
I had a word with that news editor yesterday.
Oh, good. We're
That
doing
guy
the
was
meme
out of
again.
line. I don't know what the hell he thought he was
I don't know
doing.
what
So
meme
I
he's
slapped
going.
him
I
around
don't
a little
care.
bit, and today we got him under
Oh,
control.
we gotta go after
Okay.
the news editor. He did
So,
this yesterday. It wasn't
Very
funny.
nice. I think what we'll do now, we'll move on to the next segment of the show. And the next segment of the show will be shout-outs for those who have contributed.
Oh.
I would like to
Oh, good.
remind everyone
Statutory grape is your Papa
the ways that you
Dicky.
can
No.
support my content. If you like this show, if you like my gameplay, if you like
Do you like the
my
gameplay?
reaction
For
stuff,
retro,
like
don't
anything,
waste your time.
please
You
support
you
my
have better
streams.
things to
I'm
do,
a
as in
person
not
who
watching
does
any of
not
this.
go out of his way to get
We talking about? You
sponsorships,
can watch all of this.
partnerships,
No.
paid product placements. I don't get paid to specifically play any particular game, which is why all of a sudden you don't see
It's
me playing an
DSP
indie
good
game no one ever
gaming.
heard of to make a buck.
He's a very important guy.
This is also why I don't run exorbitant
Right?
amounts of ads on my content.
Oh,
When I stream,
look
I
at
maybe
this
take one ad
dude.
break, maybe 2 tops, but it's very rare.
He
all right?
doesn't
For
run
me, it's about the
ads. He
content.
never runs
I
ads.
put out meaningful, honest content for you, and you
That
reciprocate
meaningful
by
content
supporting my
of
content.
an
How
hour
can you
of
do
co-
that? Well, you can like the stream,
character
you can
creation.
leave comments.
Very meaningful.
You could watch this video on demand, like the video, and leave comments. All that is called engagement. Engagement
Is
puts
he
my
breaking down
channel
what?
into the YouTube algorithm, and it allows
Breaking
people to
down the
find this
YouTube
content on YouTube.
algorithm.
So please do that for me.
L-Fake.
Okay?
Shut
Then,
up.
if you'd like to go above
Thank
and
you.
beyond, there are many ways you can
roast
support the
Tenchi.
content. You can do a super chat. You can do a super sticker. These
I-
are ways you can
I'm-
contribute
I
live during the
stuffed
stream. You'll get a
myself
little bit of a
in
shout out
basically
in the
courses
chat.
for the
And I will
stream.
actually shout you out as well during the live
And I'm
stream.
saying-
Hey,
Yeah,
guess
yeah,
what?
yeah,
Right,
yeah.
the YouTube audience that you have has no clue what
super
you're
thanks
talking
on an
about. So
on-demand
this is
video.
why
Oh.
And that's a
restreaming
way
on
to
multiple
actually put a nice
platforms is just a bad
promo
idea
message
because
there, you know, big,
half the
colorful
people
message
don't
on the
understand what's
video,
going on
and
right
it
now.
helps out, and I will actually
Right.
like your comment and sometimes respond to it if I can.
See, this is
You
don't
could
worry, I
become a
can
member
mute- I
of the
can
channel
mute
or
if I
give
need
some
to.
memberships to your fellow viewers. Today, this would be a great opportunity because I'm playing so many new games in the next
I'm
month,
playing
including
so many new
Starfield,
games, like
Armor Core
what?
6, Lies of P, Mortal Kombat 1, just to name
this
a few.
dude's still.
And people would
Ziggy, stop being a
absolutely
broke boy and
love
just
to
buy
have
the
access
game and
to my
support
emotes,
people. That's why
to
they're on
not have
strike
to
because
abide
people
by
like
slow
you
code rules of
like
chat,
to
to
just
have
steal
chat
things.
crown badge
He's
by their name,
doing,
among many other perks that you get being a member. So
Starfield.
please consider becoming a member or gifting a membership to the channel today. Your fellow viewer would definitely appreciate
Your
that.
fellow viewer
Also,
will really
if you want
appreciate
to do a direct
it, huh?
contribution to the stream, you can tip me. Tipping is a great way to
You can
contribute
tip me.
because it goes right through
You
PayPal.
can tip me.
It's instant.
Hey, you can
I
tip
use that
me.
money for something
Hey.
very important like paying a bill or buying a game. And I get more of a cut of tips than anything else, just being honest.
Oh.
Everything else is great. It
Full
helps,
cut.
But
Yeah.
there's middlemen that take cuts. With PayPal, very little gets taken away. I get the majority. of it,
Little cut.
okay?
Yeah, it's gonna be all weekend for us.
So
I
again,
feel.
thank you in advance to
all
anyone who
weekend.
contributes in
And
any
it's
way
gonna
to
be
my
probably a
content.
late stream.
I really
of it,
appreciate
so
those who go above and
hope you
beyond to
enjoy
support it. Speaking of which,
So you can't wait.
let's shout out
You
those
can't wait
people
2
right
days,
now.
Ziggy. You're that
shall
impatient.
we? All right, so we start off today
Showing
with
some real
What
War
are we
bottom
talking
Raiders.
about
energy,
You have
now?
this
Ziggy.
membership for 15
Well, it's about 2
months.
minutes
Thank
of
you so very much,
Starfield
War
was
Raiders, for
usual
15
trash.
months of support.
Oh, don't worry, Tangy. I'm
Then
gonna
we
play it
got
on
Mr.
Tuesday,
Game
so you can,
Master.
all
who
your
did a
you can voice out your
$10
opinions
super
there.
chat.
I'll
Thank
be
you so
playing
much,
it for
Mr.
free.
Game Master. And he says, I'm watching some of your Mario Galaxy 1 playthrough from 2021.
I
that
mean,
game
it
is
looks-
breathtaking.
eh.
I haven't played it for 10 years. It gave me dizziness,
Okay, game.
but now it doesn't. No, I love that game. It's
Nothing
super
too
good.
good, nothing too
The
bad.
soundtrack is
Right, what are you
is really
talking
good.
about?
A lot of the levels are very, very
We
creative.
don't.
I have no
and
clue what you're
unique
talking
and
about.
Fun. One day say I
Well,
got it for the
Statutory
sequel.
Grape
They
is
never
over here on
remade the
my
sequel,
screen.
See, this
so
is why
I
you
wanna
don't
play
run
it,
multiple
I
streams
heard
at
the sequel
once.
is super good too. So we'll
Right,
get to
I
it.
wanted to
Hopefully
do
they'll
it.
make
I have
it
no clue
something.
what you're talking about. I'm sitting here
Okay,
watching DSP.
Get this. Someone named Tractor D. I can't remember.
Tractor D.
Gee, I wonder what that could possibly mean. Tractor D.
I wonder what that
Sounds
could mean.
familiar.
For Retro, I'm struggling right now. Why are our collabs just with ease?
Anyway,
We work together,
thank you
but
for
when
the
I have to
membership.
collab with Rye, it's just nonsense on top
As
of
you guys
nonsense.
can see, sadly, once again,
It's
we
very,
lost some
it's very.
members
No,
overnight.
no,
I guess some
I'm
no.
keeping
Talk to your
things
little audience
entertaining.
over there.
So we're down into
I'm
the
keeping things
530s. We
entertaining.
were at around 550
No, you're
last
not.
night, but hopefully we can get
Yeah,
back up
I
there.
am.
You might get
Right?
kicked off of your own stream.
So Klein Ball Z Deep 69 did 2 super chats, both complaining about unions in the gaming industry, which is hilarious. I don't want
This is
to
ridiculous.
get into it because again, I just don't really know.
I'm
much
running the
about
poll. Do we
the
kick Rye off his
true
own stream?
full
Yep.
story of what's going
No,
on.
Yeah.
I'll mute. I'll mute.
Nah,
You know,
yeah,
if this
nope.
story goes
Running the
further,
poll.
Perhaps we'll look deeper into that. But
Time
thank
to run the
you
poll. Nope. It's a democracy here.
for the super chats. I appreciate.
You know
that.
what's gonna happen?
But we're not
It's
get
gonna
into
be a
big
biased
debate
poll.
discussion about it
A
now.
biased
Okay,
fucking poll.
so
I'm trying
so
to,
you don't
I'm
even
trying
want to
have
run the
fun
poll.
here.
I got it. You know what?
No, I'm trying to have fun here.
Nope,
No,
nope.
Okay.
I'm watching, Phil.
On the
Nope,
tip side
chat-
of things,
chat,
our
let's say
first
goodbye to
contribution
Rye.
of today
Say bye,
What?
Rye.
is a
Waving
$2 tip
hands.
from B-Boy Cyclone.
No.
He says, I've
Chat,
stayed on the
can
first
we get
planet
waving
of man.
hands?
I explored the
I'll
planet,
boot
I
you off the
discovered a
stream too. I
terraformer.
can do it.
Let's
he
play this
discovered the
game.
monster that
We're
killed
playing
the
chicken right now.
scientists.
I
Chat,
can
can
boot
you
you off
say
the
goodbye?
stream.
He also found other things like a rebel base.
Chat's not saying goodbye. They
He
might
found
want you
some
here.
cool items and
No, I'll
armor,
boot you off the
caves,
Nope.
stream. If
minerals.
I go,
Yeah,
you
let's
go.
say.
Okay, let's keep playing.
He says, I would recommend staying
Bye.
and exploring
Yep.
on planets for loot mini bosses
Yeah.
and artifacts.
There we go.
Interesting.
We got control of the chat back.
See, for me,
This
I don't
dude's
really
being
wanna do that, here's
ridiculous.
why. I felt
Talking
like
to
I wanna
other
at
people
least get
I
the
can't
story
see, so how am I
rolling.
supposed to react to
Kinda know
them?
what's going on.
He's not thinking with his head. Not thinking at all.
Before we start doing full investigation. And the thing is, we could easily go back there, right? It's not a big deal.
Retro, I would
just
like
feel
to
like
just
I
take
didn't
time
want
to
to
appreciate you in our
spend too much
collabs.
time
You make it
in
easy.
this
You don't have
early
15
intro
other
segment
streams going
because I
on.
wanted to get to the at least
It
the
ju-
start
it
of
just
the meat of the
works.
story so that gets you hooked. Like right now, the
Who
story's
cares?
getting interesting. It's hooking.
Tenchi,
What's
you're
going
on the
in
other
this main story,
side.
right?
What are you doing?
If I had spent 7 hours on the first planet with no story
You're
element
the problem.
whatsoever,
You're the reason
I
why this
probably would be
chaos
pretty
is
bored.
happening.
I'll be honest with you. You know, it seems like gameplay for gameplay.
I do hope
sake,
you're having a good day,
But I
though.
hear you. It seems like that's the kind of game this is, where you're going to be able to explore everything and do a ton of content.
Rye's gone.
which
Look
is
at
fun.
the avatar.
So,
He's not here
You
anymore.
know, I may go
This is
back.
the stunt
we'll see.
double.
Today, I
Being the
definitely
main
wanna
star
focus on
now.
New Atlantis. So. Okay. Alrighty, I received
Sometimes you just have to go ISO
a
from
$1.50 tip
the,
from Beaver
the
Botter, who
person's.
says, "Why are you afraid to play master matches?" I'm not.
I don't even know how to
The
rephrase
problem
what
is
I'm
it takes
saying.
so long to get to master. As
Sometimes
you,
you
saw,
just
that
have to
was
take
a
other
solid
people's car and
month
drive it. That's what I'm
of
saying.
grinding
Nah,
to get
you're not
to
coming back
master,
in.
right? So now I'm tired of playing with Blanca.
You wanted the boss to say
I mean,
you're gonna end
don't
the
get me
stream.
wrong,
In the
I am
stream.
absolutely gonna go.
I'm
and
sinking
play
down
a
with the
higher
ship.
level with Blanca for sure. But I'm tired
Either
of
you
them now.
you
Like, I
end
just
your
played
own
with them
stream,
6
or I'm staying
plus
here for the
streams,
next
right?
20 minutes.
Hundreds and hundreds of wins to get back to master. I'm Blanca out. I actually want to learn different things about the game. I actually want to. I'll be honest.
This is
I
what
think I
happened
wanna play with
when
Luke next.
and
wanna
I
mess
hate
with
to
Luke
say
and try
this,
to learn
a bottom try
a
to boss up.
top-tier character.
They don't win. They don't win the
It's like
conflict.
I said when I was doing my weekly community nights. It was weird because when I was playing with either Honda or Blanca or Zangief, you never really feel like safe. When I play with Luke, I feel safe because no one can fucking come at me. If they do,
Or
I
chat,
can either
maybe I'm
mash
playing
jab
the
and beats
game of
everything,
trying to get
or
kicked so I
can
don't
just
have to
fucking
watch
drive
the
rush
Q&A.
and
Maybe
it's
that's
safe,
the play.
Or I can uppercut. So I have like 3.
But is Rye
completely
smart
safe
enough to know
strategies
that's the
'cause
play?
I'm a top tier character. So that's what I mean. Like if I
Does he
utilize that
know?
kind of gameplay with Luke, perhaps I will.
Did I reveal my plans too early? And he's gonna
You know, get myself boosted up.
They're gonna bring in
to an even
Retro.
higher level in the game.
I
But
think
that's the
Retro's
thing,
busy
like,
living life,
variety is the spice
enjoying
of life, correct? I'm tired of playing with
things
the
to
same
do.
characters. Like I got 1 or 2 more sessions.
See,
with
Rye doesn't
Honda, then I wanna
understand
give
the
Honda a
play
break,
is
too. I don't wanna keep playing
either
with
he's gonna
Honda
do it and I get
entirely,
out of this
you know?
early, or he's not
But
gonna do it
the good
and
news
the
is,
stream's gonna go as expected.
once I
So
get
I win
multiple characters
regardless.
up to
He
master,
doesn't see that.
Now I can alternate between them, and I can try to
but-
learn the game at high level. You know, and I'll have variety in doing it. You know, right now I only have 1 character in master, Blanca.
You can directly call me.
And I don't want to sit around playing Blanca all day. I'm bored of it. I want to mix it
Just
up.
let me know
and
you're
do
calling.
variety.
I'll
So that's what I'm
patch
going
you
to
in.
do. All right, but don't worry. This is not a game that I'm dropping.
I don't know
at
what your
any point
avatars
I
don't
love
look
the
like
game.
in
By
the
the way, I played
group
the
thing,
Mortal
but
Kombat 1 beta. I was not impressed. It was laggy
also
as
if you
shit,
join
and I
Retro
didn't like
Heat,
the
he
competitive
cannot
gameplay
kick
elements. It
both
seemed
of us
pretty
because
simplistic.
the community will rebel of him
Mortal
kicking
Kombat
you
1
off
comes
of
out,
a
I'll play
stream.
the story. I'll try the
So you're
offline
kind of like
mode. I know there's a
protection.
new mode. I'll probably
So
do that.
I'm winning
I'll
triple
probably
option.
give it a shot, playing a little bit of online.
I win
play.
regardless of what
I doubt I'm
happens.
going to play it that long. I'm being honest, you know. I don't think it's my
Just
kind
let me know
of
when
game.
you're
I think
calling
it's
in.
fun to mess around with.
I got you.
But I think Street Fighter is my forte. So I think that that's the game I'm going to stick with, and I'll probably, you know, play more characters and try to get more variety. We got Aki coming out the end of the month, September 27th. Brand new character type. We'll see how she plays. Maybe she'll be interesting, you know. I don't know. Find out.
You don't have to,
But,
Retro.
you know,
I'd rather you
that's
just
the deal.
relax and take
Hope
it
that
easy.
explains,
Don't
okay?
reintroduce yourself to the vortex.
All right,
no.
so
But if you want to join
cool.
that, also be hilarious.
That's what I got
It's
for
a lot of
shout-outs
antics
so
that can
far.
happen.
Guys, it would be great. You can support my streams today. Yesterday was outstanding. It would be great to keep that momentum going.
You like him more?
Starfield today.
It's funny.
So please support
I've
the
never
streams if
seen you at his
can.
streams a
Hold on a
lot.
second. I'm just gonna put these papers over here.
You would
then
just
we're gonna
drop
open it
by
up
for
to a
like 10
little bit of
seconds and
Q&A.
leave.
Okay. I gotta put my newsroom reports
Yeah, I'm
back
calling
over
you
on
out.
my
I'm
desk.
auditing your chat logs over there.
It looks like someone tipped me $1, but it got frozen.
Frozen dollar. Are you? I'm questioning your fandom right now. I don't believe that's the case.
Someone tipped me $1, but it got frozen for 4 to 7 days. Let's see who it was. It was an anonymous dollar tipper. An anonymous dollar tipper tipped me, and it says it's getting frozen for 4 to 7 days for some reason. So whoever just tipped me $1, something's up with your payment method that PayPal isn't trusting it.
It's probably
and
just
it's
a new
frozen for
account.
week, just so you know. Okay.
Or it might be something.
Still
It doesn't
appreciate
matter.
but there's no guarantee I'm going to get it. I'm not going to count it for today.
Bro, just
How
a
do you get a
dollar?
channel unbanned? You email me at darksidefilla@hotmail.com and you tell me
Okay.
the situation and you give me the address of your channel and I'll check it out. Usually I'll give you an unban. How's Jasper doing today? He is good. This morning we had not only squirrels, we had a giant black raven in our backyard eating peanuts. And
Don't
he
you
got very
ever,
excited.
don't you
And the
ever
squirrels were like frolicking
give
and chasing
retro
each other.
ultimatums. What are you
Jasper
doing? No.
lunged at the back door.
Get out of
and
here.
basically like attacked the glass door as if he was going to pounce on them, which obviously he's not. The
No.
door's closed, but he got overexcited. It was pretty funny.
Chat, you notice how he said he was going to do something and hasn't
No, I've
committed
never
to
seen
it?
Jim Carrey in person. What's going on, Juan?
That's
Good
that
to see
bottom
you today. How
energy,
you
chat.
doing?
Take note. Me, I would have ended the stream when the ultimatum was given. Rise just dragging it out. Just like a diva. Just like a diva. Just, oh, I'm going to do this if this happens,
Jasper
and then
loves
not
the
commit
idea
to
of
it.
chasing the
He's
squirrels
not
and observing the
committing to
squirrels.
it. No. Get out of here.
Dr. Kinnison, I would not have any recommendations for you in
So you're
Seattle.
making me
This place
suffer.
has
So you're
changed
making me
dramatically since
go
the
through with
COVID
the
era.
plan I had initially,
Sadly, the
which
crime
was
has
to
increased dramatically. A lot
keep
of the
going until the
businesses have
pre-stream is
moved or
over.
shut
So
down.
again, that's a
I
victory.
couldn't even tell you. I haven't been to
You
Seattle
ending
since
it would also be a victory because I
2018.
won't have to watch
So
this
I don't
any
know anything
longer.
about it. I liked
Retro
Pike Place
showing up,
Market.
a little
I
quick
always thought it was a
collab.
nice place
That's
to go.
also a
lot of local
victory.
markets, a
There's
lot
no
of
way that
seafood
you're
and
winning
stuff
this
around there.
interaction right
You
now.
go down to the
Stop
waterfront,
trying,
There's a
Ryan.
cool aquarium. There's a cool Ferris wheel. A bunch of shopping. But again, that was before COVID. When COVID happened and all the protests and everything, things changed. Crime increased. I don't know what it's like down there anymore. So you'd have to look
Hello.
into it for yourself. But that's the stuff that I liked many years ago.
Hello.
Oh, let's see here.
Hello.
Am I there? Am I there?
I received a $5
I feel like I'm hearing you
tip
double, but
You might be.
from Canadian Kirk. He says, speaking of which,